Hello my dear students, welcome back to the video lesson. I am Shweta Gupta, your maths teacher, and today I am going to teach you exercise 10B of lesson number 10. The topic of the exercise is multiplying a decimal fraction by a whole number. So let's get started. Now children, let us understand how we multiply a decimal fraction by a whole number with the help of one example. So the example is find 4.81 multiplied by 23. So here we are multiplying a decimal fraction which is 4.81 by a whole number which is 23. So let's see how we are going to do it. We will multiply as whole number, that is the decimal fraction will also be written as whole number and then only we will multiply both the numbers. So 481 multiplied by 23. So in the first step we will multiply 481 by 3 and we get 1443. In the next step we multiply 481 by 2 and we get 962. And now we will add both the numbers and we get 11063. Now children, we will note the number of decimal places in the numbers being multiplied. So we know that there is only one decimal fraction which is 4.81, and in 4.81 the number of decimal places are 2, right? So in the product we will place the decimal point after the number noted at step 2. Okay, so we have noted the number of decimal places in 4.81 as 2. So what we are going to do, we will put the decimal point after 2 digits from the right hand side. Therefore 4.81 multiplied by 23 is equal to 110.63 or 110.63. We can say 481 multiplied by 0.23 is equal to 110.63. Now children, let us understand how to multiply a decimal fraction by numbers like 10, 100 and 1000 and their multiples. So let us understand this with the help of examples. So see, when we multiply 75.08 by 10, what do? We write 75.08, which is a decimal fraction, as common fraction. So it will be 7508 upon 100 multiplied by 10. And now what we are going to do, we will cancel the common 0 in the numerator as well as in the denominator, that is in 10 and in 100. And then what is left? It is 7508 upon 10. So now we will change it into decimal fraction, which is 750.8, and this is our answer. In the same way, when we multiply 75.089 by 100, what do? Again, we write 75.089 as common fraction, which is 75089 upon 1000. Multiply by 100, and what do we get? We get 75089 upon 10 by cancelling the 2 0 in the numerator and in the denominator. So again we will write it as decimal fraction, which is equal to 7508.9 or 7508.9. Now in the third example, we are multiplying 75.089 by 1000. So again we will write 75.089 as common fraction, which is 75089 upon 1000 multiplied by 1000. Now 1000 in the numerator and 1000 in the denominator will be cancelled, or we can say we will divide both of them by 1000 and we get 1 in each case. And what is left? 75,089. So this is our answer. So this is the way we multiply a decimal fraction by numbers like 10, 100 and 1000. But children, there is a shortcut method to it. And what is that shortcut method? Let's see. When a decimal is multiplied by numbers like 10, 100 or 1000, its decimal point gets shifted right as many places as there are zeros in the multiplier. If the number of digits in the decimal part is less than the number of places to shift, zeros are put in to make up the difference. And if we see the first example, so here we can see that there are, see we are multiplying the decimal fraction 75.08 by 10 and there is 1 0 in 10. So the decimal point will shift one place to the right hand side and therefore our answer is 750.8. Even without solving we can get the answer by shortcut method. In the same way, when we multiply 75.089 by 100, since there are 2 0 in 100, so the decimal point will shift 2 places towards the right hand side. Therefore, our answer is 7508.9. So we can solve this by shortcut method without multiplying or without doing actual multiplication. I hope you have understood the shortcut method of multiplying a decimal fraction by numbers like 10, 100 and 1000 and their multiples. Now children, let's solve some of the sums from exercise 10b. So the first one is C part of question number 1. Here we have to do the multiplication. So we have to multiply 3.16 by 4. How we are going to do? We will multiply both the number, the decimal fraction as well as the whole number as whole number. So we will write 3.16 as 316 and we will multiply it by 4. So when we multiply it by 4, we get 1264. Now, since there are 2 decimal places in 3.16, so we will put the decimal point after 2 digits from the right hand side. Therefore, the product is equal to 12.64. Now, let's do the E part of question number 1. So here we have to multiply 1.432, which is a decimal fraction, by a whole number 35. So again we will write 1.432 as whole number and then we will multiply it by 35. So 1432 multiply by 35. So first we will multiply 1432 by 5 and what do we get? We get 7160. And in the next step we multiply 1432 by 3 and we get 4296. Now we add both of them, both the numbers and we get 50120. Okay, now what we have to do, we will note the number of decimal places and we see that the number of decimal places in 1.432 is 3. So we will put the decimal point after 3 digits from the right hand side in the product. So our product is 50.120, which can also be written as 50.1. Now children, let's come to the next question, which is the D part of question number 3. Here we have to multiply 6.139 by 18. Now 6.139 is a decimal fraction and 18 is a whole number. While multiplying both of them, we will take 6.139 also as a whole number and then we multiply it by 18. So 6139 multiplied by 18. First of all, we will multiply 6139 by 8. We get 49112. In the next step, we multiply 6139 by 1 and we get 6139. Now we will add both the numbers in both the steps that we got in both the steps, and then after adding we get 110502. Now children, we will note the number of decimal places in 6.139. It is 3. So what we are going to do? We will place the decimal point in the product after 3 digits from the right hand side. Therefore, our product is 110.502. Now let's come to the next question, which is C part of question number 4. So here we will multiply 4.74 by 45. Now 4.74 is a decimal fraction and 45 is a whole number. So what we are going to do? We will consider 4.74 as whole number, and then we will multiply it by 45. So 474 multiplied by 45. So first of all we will multiply 474 by 5 and we get 2370. In the next step we multiply 474 by 4 and we get 1896. Now we add both the numbers and we get 21330. Now we will note the number of decimal places in 4.74, which is 2. So what we are going to do? We are going to put the decimal point after 2 digits from the right hand side in the product. So the product is equal to 213 or 213.30, which is equal to 213.3. Now children, let's come to the next question of exercise 10B, which is D part of question number 5. So here we have to multiply 5.213 by 306. Now 5.213 is a decimal fraction and 306 is a whole number. So when we multiply both of them as whole number. Therefore 5213 multiplied by 306. So first of all we will multiply 5213 by 6. We get 31278. In the next step we multiply 5213 by 0 and we get 0000. In the third step at 100 place we do the multiplication of 5213 by 3. And what do we get? We get 15639. Now children, when we add these three numbers, we get 1595178. And now what we have to do? First of all, we will note the number of decimal places in 5.213, which is 3. So we will put the decimal point after 3 digits from the right hand side in the product. Therefore, our answer is 1595.170 or 1595.178. Now let's come to the next question, which is D part of question number 7. So here we are multiplying 0.146 by 200. Now children, since we have already learned in the explanation part that when we multiply any number by 10 or 100 or 1000 or their multiples, then whatever number of 0 is there, the decimal point shifts that number to the right hand side. So we can say that 14.6 multiplied by 2, because there are 2 0 in 200. Therefore, the decimal point in 0.146 will shift towards 2 position towards the right hand side, and so it will become 14.6 multiplied by 2. Now, when we multiply 14.6 by 2, we get 29.2. Therefore, the product is equal to 29.2. Now children, let's come to question number 10 of exercise 10B. Here we have to multiply 25.36 by 38. So we will multiply both these numbers as whole number. So 2536 multiplied by 38. So first of all we will multiply 2536 by 8. And what do we get? We get 20280. Now in the next step, at tens place we will multiply 2536 by 3, and what do we get? Get 7608. Now we add both the products and final product that we get is 96368. Now children, we will note the number of decimal places in 25.36, which is 2. So we will put the decimal point in the product after 2 digits from the right hand side. Therefore, our product is equal to 963.68. now let's come to the next question, which is question number 13. Here we have to multiply 2.634 by 65. Again we will take 2.634 as whole number and then we multiply it by 65. So first of all we will multiply 2634 by 5 and we get 13170. In the next step we multiply 2634 by 6 and we get 15804. Now we add both the products and the final product that we get is 171210. Now we will note the number of decimal places in 2.634, which is 3. So we will put the decimal point in the product after 3 digits from the right hand side. Therefore the product is 171.210 and we can write this as equal to 171.21. This way children, we have come to the end of this exercise. I hope you have very well understood how to multiply a decimal fraction by a whole number. So now let's come to the home assignment. So these are the questions which you are supposed to do as your home assignment in your maths homework notebook in a very neat and clean handwriting, and that too on your own without taking anybody's help. So now we have come to the end of our video lesson. Thank you my dear students. Keep watching, keep learning.